Just before 10 to 9 here on Morning Live. Thanks so much for staying with us. Let's continue to talk about issues relating to the budget, and we're going to go on to the tax issue once again. I've got Jaap Kelder with me now. He is the chairperson of the National Taxpayers Union, and very much so a difficult time for taxpayers in South Africa. So household spending is on the decline. The rand is not doing so well, and South Africans have really had to shoulder the burden of VAT increases and you name it. But let's speak to Jaap and find a little bit more about what we can expect today. Thanks for joining us, Jaap. Good to have you on the program.
Morning. Thanks very much for the invitation.
So, in your view, what can we as taxpayers expect coming out of this? Do you think that we're going to be paying more when he closes his file and walks away from the podium today?
It's a very difficult situation to be in. I wouldn't like to be the Minister of Finance today because, quite frankly, the English saying of Mother Hubbard's cupboard is bare. Where he's going to find the money, only heaven knows, because there is just no money left. You can raise taxes, yes, impoverize people in general even more. You can raise company taxes, that will frighten away more companies away from the country. You're not going to get any more investments. No company is going to invest in South Africa where there's no reliable electricity supply. So what he's going to do, he's in an extremely difficult situation. And what he's most probably going to do is just move musical chairs.
One thing we do know is that we as South Africans, we're a very small tax base, and that's the reality, is that we have a small tax base which is very overburdened at this stage. So to try and increase that more, do you think that is a possibility? Do you think it's going to happen?
Well, it depends how he sees the future and how the cabinet sees the future. But if you raise taxes more, your competent people are just going to leave the country. It's just not worthwhile living here anymore. That's the sad part of it.
Business tax, corporate taxes, is there room to maneuver there?
We're already at 28%, which is not, by world standards, not too bad. But to raise it, and people are just going to move money out of the country.
If we have a look and sort of try and find where we got to dodge, because he's got to do something. I mean, we're here, there's a budget, there's a country to run, and the reality is the SOEs are perhaps in the biggest difficult position, with Eskom being the one right on the top there. What do we do? Where do we get the money from? Do we approach something like the IMF, where we heard the DA saying, no, we're not there yet, we're still far off from that. If we're far off from that, where do we go? Where do we find money?
The problems cannot be solved by the Minister of Finance. The problem must be solved by the President. He is the ultimate problem solver. That's where the buck stops. And whether Ramaphosa's got the guts and the ability to change it, well, that is to be seen. I doubt it, but that we will see in 3 months' time after the election. So we're in an extremely difficult situation. Prospects are not good, and as I say, the solution is not today, but in 3 months' time.
Well, I suppose, are you talking about elections?
I'm talking about elections, yeah.
So what are you saying? If the solution is in 3 months' time, what would that solution be?
If the ANC gets a majority again, I'm afraid there's no future in this country. The best we can hope for is a coalition government. And that's been proven in Pretoria and Joburg, where coalition government rules a lot better, not perfect, but a lot better than what the ANC has been ruling.
Well, let's see what happens. So it's not about today, it's about 3 months' time. But certainly today, a lot of us are looking for some answers. A lot of us are looking for some solutions to the crisis South Africa finds itself in. But I think one thing you've gathered from every single one of our guests this morning, this is going to be the toughest budget yet. Nobody want to be in Tito Mbowene's shoes today, having to stand up and do that. And my sense is the minute he stands up at that podium, the first thing to come out of his mouth is going to be a joke, because I think he needs to relieve the tension ahead of what's about to be said today, because I think it's going to be a very hard budget and a big pill for everybody to swallow. Well, that all is going to be carried live here on SABC. Do not miss that. You're first in news and every analysis you can expect. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye from Cape Town. Sakina, back to you.